Gage Man, hello. Alright, so we got everything loaded and all the guys have got in their cars and headed home. Aaron Summers, how you doing, buddy? And we're just sitting here waiting for traffic to clear out. Not much to show you right now, but I figured we'd go ahead and get started here. We're just gonna, if you've had a chance to watch the video, the time-lapse video of me driving here at 4 a.m., we're just gonna go back that way. Jake Johnson, yeah, 10-4 on that quick ride. It's only gonna be about 40 minutes. About 40 minutes, Gage, once we get rolling. Wilton Hawes, how you doing, buddy? Jose Galvin, hello. Stephen Eaton, hello. Aaron, okay, Devin went home Thursday from KC. Alright. Okay, so Aaron, does that mean that you're in the hospital again? Is that what I'm seeing there? There's a lot of information, but at the same time, I need quite enough. Rob Gibson, hello. Dean Mashiro. We're tired and covered with salt. Need to get to the house and get a shower. Alright, 10-4 on that, Aaron. Everybody, we need to be praying for Aaron. He's in the hospital again. Hopefully it's a routine situation. Jake Johnson, it says we're waiting. Okay, well I'm here now. Like I said, we're just sitting here waiting for traffic to clear out. I got a building directly behind me, and I got trucks on both sides of me, and I just ain't gonna get that excited and that big a rush. So we're gonna wait till we get some clearance here. Gage Man, I live about 8 miles from the track, but the shop's about 32 miles from the track. Doing alright today?
For a person who's picking up a bunch of pile of shitty trash, yeah, I guess so.
You want Gatorade?
Yeah.
It ain't the coldest, but it's wet.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so anyway, yeah, I live about 8 miles from here. Let's see, Gage Man, Aaron Summers, yes, that way I'm not in the week you come up. Oh, 10-4, okay, so you've got some kind of a therapy program, is that what it is, Aaron? You're trying to maintain your therapy or whatever? Gage Man, do I use my radio, as in CB radio? Yeah, a little bit. Matter of fact, we'll turn it on now. Really don't. I just listen to it primarily. I don't chatter that much. Let's see. Joseph Simrak, good morning. Okay, if it's morning where you're at,
right in the outside of the tunnel and not moving.
Yeah, Joseph, that puts you on the other side of the planet, the best I can figure.
You want to turn left?
Jake Johnson, are you guys already loaded? Yes, sir, we're loaded.
There wasn't a crowd here today.
And then Green Bean 78, hello. Yes, thank you, Green Bean. Yeah, we're waiting. Here, let me show you real quick. Got a lot of traffic. Hold on. Well, there's none. You can see that as much. I'm just going to wait for the guys next door to us to one of them to clear out before we bother trying to make a mess of things. Our exit is to the right, about 100 yards, but I got to get backed out and turned around. All right, let's see. Gage Man, can you tell Jimmy Johnson Hauler driver I said hi? Gage, man, like I said, I don't chatter on the radio that much. Please forgive me. It's just how I am. I just listen to the radio for heads up. I'm not a ratchet jaw. All right, Jake Johnson. I was just gonna say the race just ended a half hour ago. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Jake. Everybody's in a rush to get home, so we got loaded up as fast as we could. It's 10-4 on that, James. It was a good race from our end, too. Didn't tear nothing up. Okay, 10-4 on that, Aaron. Just trying to build up your immune. I hear you. Green, be careful headed home. There was some good storm popping up to the west of it. All right, 10-4, Green Bean. Yeah,
don't pull up next to you a little bit, Scotty.
It does look pretty hairy to the west there. Actually, for y'all's reference, the left side of the screen is west. We're pointed almost due north at the moment. Alright, Green Bean, be careful headed on. Let's see. Gage, man, did you see Kyle Busch laying in the artificial grass? No, I didn't, Gage, man. I'm not sure where the artificial grass is. If you're talking about the try over there between the pits and the racetrack, that's not artificial. Brent Fletcher, did the 48 make the next round? Brent, I do not know. I couldn't tell you. I do know we finished 23rd, and that's about all I can confirm. James Heath, so was Matt okay from the car? He was complaining that his feet were hot. Before he got out of the car, he asked for ice on the radio because his feet were hot. So he said his feet were melted to the floor. Anthony Ebert, it's going. We're just trying to take a little break here and say hi to everybody. All right, Jake Johnson says that the 48 is in by like 7 points. Very good. All right, guys, tell you what, I'm going to step outside for a minute, walk over to the bathroom and use it, and just look around and see how things are moving outside here. And I will be back shortly. Oh, and we will be stopping to fuel up on the way back to the shop, so it will probably be about an hour or so on the road. All right, let me close these windows so the AC will work better. And I've lost everything. I ain't got my keys with me. Alright, we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Get ready to show Days of Thunder on the big screen. Come on. Turn to 1051 to listen to it.
Summers, we should be there noonish. Yeah, I think we generally park there Thursday evening. Gauge man, jump the fence. Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, there it is right there, ain't it? I had to walk about 80 yards to the one. The gate for that fence is quite a ways away. In the Ebert, the 78 is definitely a power. Devin, thank you for the nice job there.
Simmons, you ready to go? Come on, Ken, come on. Oh, you want to follow me, huh?
Holly Lawn, hello.
Holly's probably about halfway to Stewart by now.
Gauge man, I'm not sure when you reconnected your phone.
He left with plenty to go.
Alright, we're still sitting here. We're just waiting for guys around us to move a little bit. Paula Chardes and Sean, hello. Spidey Ditko, hello. Not much up. We're just patiently waiting for a chance to spin this thing around. Go ahead and get out of here. The Menards truck is right behind us, and he's been sitting there for about 5 or 10 minutes, so it's going to be a while before we can actually move, I expect. Jake Johnson, Curtis is headed to the house. He actually lives about 60 miles south of here, and Mooresville is to the north. Tennessee Trucker, okay, you're talking about the actual broadcast of the race there, and what would the name of that video be?
You go ahead. As good as getting in.
Gauge man, no, I didn't sleep in the truck. My house is only 8 miles away. I slept at the house. Spidey Ditko. The car was pretty good. We finished 23rd. Yeah, we didn't throw nothing really weird at it, and it seemed to have liked it. James Heath, absolutely. I was appalled at the turnout. I'm sure the weather had a lot to do with it. Big J. Yeah, real long ride there, Big J, real long. Aaron Summers. Aaron, we should be there noonish or about then. It might be a little bit before or a little bit after. If you were to show up at around 3 o'clock, you'd probably be good. All right, Tennessee Trucker. Actual broadcast on the NASCAR YouTube. Oh, NASCAR YouTube. Okay, Daytona, July 2017. All right, 10-4 on that, Tennessee. We'll see what we can do about checking it out. Gauge man, my own personal bed, my own personal bathroom, my own personal everything's 8 miles away. I'd rather just go there instead of sleeping in this truck. Got to take a shower every once in a while. 23rd, not terrible. 10-4 on that. Feeling 510. It's actually a little better than we've been. If you graphed it, it'd be a pretty good spike. Spidey Ditko, once we get moving, it's about 40 minutes to the shop, but we're going to stop and top off all the tanks, so it'll probably be about an hour once we get moving. Alright, 10-4 on that, Aaron. Y'all come visit when you can, alright? Yeah, 10-4 on that, 510. And actually, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember where the hell, yeah, actually, we didn't do too well at Dover, did we? Christophe Perte, hello to you, sir. Je parle yeah, let's see, je parle français un peu. Gauge man, did you drive your car to the track and then get an Iberian to shop or what? It's not that complicated, Gage. I had a crew. I left my truck at the shop when I drove here, and then had a crew member take me back to the shop Friday night. I drove my personal vehicle here yesterday, and then today I went to the shop, and one of the crew members brought me to the track. So when we get out of the truck, my car is sitting there waiting on me. Alright, James Heath. Alright, 10-4 on that, James. I'm not a Facebook guy. I tried it for a while, and it's really a lot of time investment there, and I'm not. I can't afford that. Terry Brown, hi Ron. Officially addicted to your YouTube channel. Terry, I appreciate that, buddy. Greatly appreciate that, Terry. All right. And it's not, I don't want you addicted. Listen, there's a whole bunch of videos in there. You know, just there's more to life than lefty loosey righty tighty. TJ McCoy, you just do lefty loosey righty tighty when you ain't got nothing better to do. All right. TJ McCoy, congratulations on a great finish. Thank you, TJ. Christophe, thank you. Christophe likes our videos. Thank you. Michael Rail. Hey FR. Hello. Kevin Johnson. We're gonna go down 29 there, Kevin. Like I was telling the guys earlier, I did a time lapse coming here, and we're just gonna take the same route going back. Michael Rail, hello from Connecticut. Oh, well, 10-4 on that. Yeah, Gage man, I guess that could have been an option, but I got some guys I know that will do it a lot cheaper than Uber. Generally, if you buy them a beer. All right, looks like we're going to be moving here in a minute. Might be able to get away with just swinging around here. Crossing my fingers, the 34 will start moving. That's the truck to our left. Once he's clear, we'll just follow him around. Let's see, love the video of your friends working in the pit. All right, 10-4 on that, Terry. I've got one more that I'm going to post. That particular video actually took like 3 hours to upload from my phone. This thing shoots big files just like a damn GoPro, and sometimes it takes a while to upload them. Jake Johnson, I ain't got nobody back there. Once it gets clear, I'm only gonna have to back up about 5 feet, and then I can cut her hard left. There you go. 34 is going to do it, and then once he's clear, we'll do the same thing. Aaron, we'll be near the tunnel. That's the best I can describe it. If you're looking at the tunnel, generally we'll be to the right. James.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, it's going to be a road course, that's for sure. All right, here we go. We're going to start trying to do a little bit here. Going back up a little bit. And then we'll just cut her left. I'm going to run parallel with the fence for a little while, let the trailer start coming over a little bit. Gauge man, no. If morning,
Well, we'll go left and they'll let us know.
all right, that guy that one of the tire guys, and that is probably the Furniture Row pit box, maybe.
Just got hit by a tornado. Speed out on. Yeah.
Alright, what's the 20 on that Cyclone?
It was in Morganton. That's where it happened at. Yes, sir.
Does that engineer live in Caldwell County?
I'm not sure if that's Morgan.
We're in Caldwell County right now.
Yeah, he just popped out. He had it a week or two.
Damn it.
Yeah. Caldwell, Bird,
You mentioned him bad earlier.
Now, so go through the song here, what do you want to say, Tom? Was in the right or left one? Come on, come on. don't know if we can turn up here at the front. Oh shit. Now it's jumping out here. What's that, Rooster? He said he didn't know if he could turn out the front. It was blocked off. They got the thing blocked off. We're going that way now. I'll sit over here and wait. I'm gonna go over towards the drag strip. You can turn around speed.
Oh, okay. Alright, so they got the easy exit blocked.
Do what now?
Just fuck this up.
Damn. What, they got to turn around?
You can come all the way around. I believe we can get back on up here and go up to the stoplight and turn right.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Christoph, we're the hauler driver for the number 32 Matt DiBenedetto Can-Am
Come all the way around.
DJ Wade Ford.
Up here and turn. Go up to the stoplight and turn, I believe, Richard. That let us.
They keep on coming on around, speedball.
That's what I had to do.
Sorry about this, guys. Are they sending us a certain way, or what's going on?
Get out of here.
All the way out to the road, turn right, Montana. Where are you at, Thumper?
You ain't going nowhere. Way to go, brother. Hey, have fun going to Talladega
Yeah, man.
from here, straight Talladega.
No, we're going to the shop.
Montana, you can come over. We can come over here to the drag strip. Ain't nothing. Might be able to get out right here on 29.
You land there. You can get up there and get on there. I can't.
Yeah, it sounds like they got a pretty good cluster out here.
Hey, Bruce, I got that one little place open. What's that now?
Yeah, y'all turn on 29 there.
Christoph, we're actually based out of Mooresville, North Carolina, which is north of Charlotte. Alright, from all the chatter on the radio, we're not turning left, although that is the way we would like to go.
Yeah. I got on 29 right there in that little opening. I'm sitting over here at the drag strip. I was waiting on y'all. I thought you'd go come down through. That hole was open right there. So I shot in it. 10-4. I'll wait on speedball. Alright, I can wait on here on 85 somewhere, y'all. That's all good.
Yeah, y'all wait on me. Go on. I'll be on my day. They got it blocked off up here. I don't know what's going on. Let's get out.
It's gonna be jammed up here in a minute anyway, I think.
Take a cone down up there at the front.
I'll get there one way or the other.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it stopped up here. You can still hear me.
Oh, and for what it matters, guys, my old Chevrolet pickup truck had an alternator failure yesterday, and I've got tomorrow off. So I'm intent on doing the repair. I haven't decided if I'm going to replace the alternator or the bearing that's bad in it, but I'm going to shoot a video about that. And then I may even do the timing belt on the Geo Metro while we're at it. The old Chevy pickup truck's only got 440,000 miles on it, and that's the original alternator to the best of my knowledge. I think it did pretty good. It outlasted the transmission by about 40,000.
Longer 5 miles you have to run, huh? 5 miles.
Oh, and I got a damn copyright flag for the trip to Dover. While we were fueling up there at Ruther's Glen, and I got into the details of it, and you can't even hear that song. All you can hear is a little bit of the cymbal and the bass riff. I mean, if you didn't know there was a song there, you wouldn't even hear it.
Alright, you want to come up around the right side of me and I'll just let you in front? Alright. Yeah, as soon as we get rolling here, I'll just come up, you know what I mean? I'll move up just a little and then you can use this whole right lane. You can come around right now if you want. Okay. Sneak right in behind 19. Alright, I'll do it.
Dean Mashiro, Charlotte is in North Carolina, sir. The only, well, there's 2 tracks in Florida, Daytona and Homestead, that we race at.
Appreciate it, bud.
Dakota Martin. I agree with you there, Dakota. It would have been a little bit cooler. Yes,
Just got
pissed
you.
off. Yes, this is the Cup
Look at it.
Series, the Monster Energy Cup Series.
I'll text you again then. Okay.
Yeah, 10-4 on that, Brendan. How'd y'all end up doing with the race there? Brendan the Gen was helping a modified guy that was racing. Yeah, Finn Painter, 10-4 on that. That's why I don't play anything in the background. Pac Van Graving, yeah, I didn't get a strike, or they sent me a nice little note.
Follow me.
Tennessee Trucker.
Yeah, copy.
10-4 on that. I'll probably have to do some research on that, Tennessee. Good evening, Dave Nestle. Awesome, Brendan. You finished second. That's awesome. Good for you. I've been doing this 20 years. I think I've got 2 or 3 thirds in the ARCA series, and I have 1 win in the K&N series, and that was a fluke, though. It was actually a consolation race. But the cool thing about it is the car wouldn't even got it on the track if I hadn't been there. They were having issues with the starter, or at least they thought it was a starter. They ground the ring gear off the damn thing. And while they were under there with the transmission out changing the ring gear, I got to looking at the wiring harness, and they had the ignition coil wired backwards. And I pointed that out to them, and had to pull the windshield. Back then you had to pull the windshield out to get to the damn ignition system. They got that all sorted out, and because we missed the first practice grinding the ring gear off, we had to run the Consi, and we won the Consi. So, and let's see, that was Dale Quarterly was the driver at that point, and he even mentioned, they did a real quick interview with him. He even mentioned the truck driver diagnosed a problem. Yeah, that was a one race deal. That was, I think that was when Travis Pastrana started driving cages. He showed up at Irwindale with a Michael Waltrip deal. Pretty late. Nothing wrong with looking at that. Alright, just to give you all some perspective, at the moment we are pretty much pointed due west. Maybe a little northwest, but mostly due west. Looks like some of the other guys are coming out that turn left or went all the way around the track, and they're coming out in front of us over there to our left. You can see all the lights over there.
Little wool up here, Roger, at the gas station. Yeah,
Now I'll tell you what, the Hendricks boys, they got a long drive. It's about, once they get on this road and up to that traffic light, it's about another 3/8 of a mile to their shop. So, and the Roush guys,
yeah, they're fixing.
They just got to go over to Concord Airport, which ain't a mile and a half, 2 miles.
You get up there, man. You can probably get over here and make that right if you want, or just come straight. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, Trooper's got a block right here to my right, Otter.
They still got it blocked. I know these other two moved. Yeah, you can make it right if you want. He's got that whole lane blocked for us, I think. Yeah, they're not even up here to light them off.
We really want to try and get to the right here eventually.
Thank you, Bob.
That's one of the Xfinity Series officials that are left at the moment. I just thought about something. I can't go the way that we came before because I want to top the tanks off. So we're gonna have to get on 85 at some point. But we need to be northbound on 85, so we're going to turn right up here in this traffic light.
Guys might not like is this truck being outside when they come get this damn
Tennessee Trucker. Yeah, there's an office in Charlotte. It's actually the primary base of operations. You know, they got the NASCAR Hall of Fame there too. Once this pickup truck pulls up, we'll ease on through there. You know, I guess I could just... They got a bunch of construction on 85. We could just run 29 up, but there's still construction where that intersects.
I said if you want to come with us.
There we go. We got some motion up ahead here.
Alright, thank you. No problem, man. You guys be safe. Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that. You got more trucks coming in or not?
So that's the racetrack to our right. The dirt track is to our left. We're on Highway 29 headed north. Okay, and there's a gate right up here on the right that should have been open. The guys on the radio said it wasn't. Would have been right there. We just passed that blue thing, that blue upright sign. God damn it. What are you dumb at? Oh, we're just gonna lose every freaking lane here. Come on, do something. I'm giving you a chance. I'm giving you a chance. All right, too late for you. all stopped up here. The light's green. The light is green. Come on, it's been green. Alright, so here's the 27. One of Richard Childress's cars. They're going up to Welcome, North Carolina, which is on up 85 a fair piece. We're not turning there though. This Highway 29 runs parallel with 85 for quite a while. Got plenty of options. And the race is over. I'm not in a rush. The only thing I'm in a rush for is a cold beer. Brandon, 10-4 on that. I'm aware of that, and so is the rest of the world. So I'm just going to keep digging. Baldwin Hart. All of these trucks are privately owned by the teams. Okay? NASCAR does not own any of the competitors' equipment. Generally, the trucks stay where the team shop is. Now the officials, NASCAR has their own fleet of trucks, and they're based out of somewhere near Hickory, North Carolina. Tennessee trucker, that is an option, but there are plenty of teams that own their own stuff. Alright, we need headlights. Here we go. Okay guys, 55, 55, sign says 55. If you've had enough beer that you can't do the speed limit, you shouldn't be driving. God almighty, 13 miles an hour under the speed limit. think we'll just stay on 29 here. The next intersection for 85 is a construction zone. And this 29 will take us almost all the way up there to Salisbury where the Loves is. Get in front of the big truck. Turn your headlights on while you're at it, idiot. Look at that maniac. Why would he be sitting there? Guys, I'm driving right now and I can't interact, but when we stop to fuel, I'll scroll back and answer as many questions as I can. there's a Golden Corral coming up on the right. I was eating there either, I think it was Wednesday evening, it might have been Tuesday evening, and there were a couple of older gentlemen sitting at the table, a couple of tables away, and lo and behold, one of them was Tiger Tom Pistone. If y'all ever get a chance to bone up on your NASCAR history, look up Tiger Tom Pistone. He was sitting there with a friend of his, and I've talked to Tom before. We have mutual acquaintances, and anyway, I wasn't going to interrupt his dinner. I was actually very surprised to see him there, because I was kind of thinking that he may have passed away already, but I was really glad to see that he wasn't. Tom's probably close to 90 years old now, and there's that Golden Corral. They ain't turned the light on yet to the right. That red neon, and you can't see it, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, old Tiger, a little bit of conversation I heard, the way he was talking, he definitely, how can I put it, his squash is all still intact. He was definitely, yeah, and he was out and about by himself pretty much. I mean, the gentleman that was with him was just as old. So it's good to see folks like that out and around. I'm crossing my fingers. A lot of this traffic will turn off here at 85. This next traffic light is the intersection of 85, and it's all constriction. And we could go this way, except I know that at the bottom of this ramp where it goes on to 85 is a very major pinch point, and I just don't want to risk tearing anything up down there. This is going to be a pretty good pinch point right here. Keep the trailer off the barrels. And this right here used to be a beautiful cloverleaf intersection. And I don't know what the state of North Carolina is thinking with what they're doing with these intersections here lately. But they end up going from a nice simple cloverleaf that ain't nobody complaining about to just this. They've come up with, I can't even begin to describe the mess they're replacing a cloverleaf with. Alright, so we're actually here in a minute going to be transitioning from Concord, North Carolina to Kannapolis, North Carolina, which is where Dale Earnhardt Sr., Ralph Earnhardt, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Call home. intersection coming up here is Highway 3. North Carolina Highway 3. When I first moved up here to start my racing career, it was actually designated as Highway 158. And after the passing of Dale Earnhardt Sr., because it was a major thoroughfare through Dale's hometown, the state of North Carolina saw fit to change it to Highway 3. And so, yeah, Highway 3, as far as, you know, the way maps are normally, roads are normally numbered, Highway 3 kind of jumps out at you as being totally in the wrong place, and that's because the state of North Carolina deemed it so. And if you look, y'all probably can't see it, but through town, Highway 3 is called Dale Earnhardt Boulevard. So not only did the state make a motion after Dale's passing, but the town he grew up in did as well. Highway 3, Dale Earnhardt Boulevard in Kannapolis, North Carolina. Jen, if you're still there, I'm probably going to be running over to Troutman tomorrow. I had a bearing failure in the alternator on my blue truck, and I know that that starter repair place is over there. Let's see what I can do about that. I'll probably bring the thing there. It's the original alternator, I think. I'd just as soon keep it. This is Lane Street right here. I actually used to live in this area. Rented a room in a basement for about 2 years from a gentleman. Get it parked. They got a McDonald's there at Love, so I might go ahead and grab me a burger. Get to the house and have a couple of cold beers. Cobius. Just jumped up, but here's a stop. It's a damn stoplight. Oh. It was pretty warm and humid today. Drinking Gatorade pretty good right now, but I still expect my hands to start cramping up here shortly. Feeling little tinges in my shoulders suggesting that's coming. thinking, I'm kind of expecting when we get to the Loves, we'll probably find that place full of RCR trucks. This is pretty much the last fuel stop they got before they can get to the shop. And they'll be in the same situation I am. They want their tanks full when they leave for Talladega. And I think I saw some guys asking, Talladega, we park Thursday evening, and me and Curtis were butting heads about when to leave. We will probably leave either late Wednesday night or very early Thursday morning. And the route we're going to take is Highway 77 down to Highway 85 or 485 around Charlotte to 85, and then we'll run 85 all the way to Atlanta, and then we'll run 275 or 470, whatever that loop is around Atlanta, and get on Highway 20 and take Highway 20 down into Alabama to Talladega. There's a Flying J, I think it's at the, it's good for lunch. And Curtis is always good for lunch, no matter what time of day it is. So we'll probably stop there. I think the name of the town is Temple, Georgia. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's the name of it, Temple, Georgia. Alright, now, if we were going to the shop, we would turn left at this light right here. And we will end up coming back and turning right here. Right now we're headed for the Loves. All right, yeah. There's a lot of constriction going on here. I have to be on my toes. Here and not this traffic light, but the next traffic light, we'll be jumping on 85 for about 3 miles, and we'll be at the Loves in Salisbury, North Carolina. We'll fill up the tanks on the truck, fill up the tank for the generator in the trailer. And then we're going to come back this way to get back to that intersection where that BP service station was. several pumps open though. What I'm going to do, I'm going to choose the one farthest away from the door. So folks are less prone to pull in right behind me. We can talk for a little while. Get her to where I can get the nozzles in everywhere. Just a little bit more. Yep, right about there. Alright, let's scroll down here and see what we can do. Let's see. Films 510, the Xfinity and Monster Cup guys go to Hickory, North Carolina. Trucker, yeah, I answered that one. Yes, there is a Charlotte office right in downtown at the intersection of Trade and Tryon, I believe. Brendan the Jet, yeah, 10-4 on that. Bruton Smith, yep. Kevin Johnson. Yes, the Love's on Peeler. Absolutely, Kevin. Baldwin Hart, where do all the NASCAR trucks stay during the off season? I answered that one too. The trucks pretty much stay at the team shops unless they're going somewhere for major repair. And then at that point, they'll either be in Moxville, North Carolina, or Concord. There's several Featherlight people that specialize in Featherlight trailers. Okay, Aaron, we'll be taking 70 right to the track. Just past 435, there's an exit right to the track. Dean Mishiro. Current time is 7:38 in Hello, Hawaii. Tennessee trucker that's in Moticon. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Baldwin Hart, the NASCAR fleet is in Hickory. Kevin Johnson, 7 p.m. in North Carolina. Yeah. Brandon the Gent, 10-4. Dean Mashiro, you're welcome. Jose Galvin. The 27, they're based out of Welcome, North Carolina, which is off of Highway 52. You go about another 15 miles north of here, and Highway 52 splits off, and you take Highway 52 up to Welcome. Jake Johnson. Team switches sponsors or driver does a Okay, Jake Johnson, as far as the graphic schemes go, it's all vinyl wrap, and in a well-equipped shop, it's only about an 8-hour process to rewrap a truck. Okay, but it involves about 15 people, and they can rewrap a truck in a day. Joseph, it's actually in the high 70s right now. Joseph Simark. Let's see, Michael Rail, decals and paint. That's well, it's a wrap. The trucks are actually wrapped just like the race cars. All right, Rob Gibson, Jake, everything is wrapped now. 10-4 on that. Just answer that one. Michael, same thing. Films 510, Jake, wrapper stickers. Yep, Yep. Jake Johnson, you're welcome. Tennessee Trucker. Yep, yep. Okay, Jake Johnson, yep. Okay, Tennessee Trucker. Yep, yep. Tennessee Trucker. Yeah, you can find YouTube Rapping Haulers. 10-4. Brent Fletcher, hello. Tennessee Trucker. Yep, answered that question too. Baldwin Hart. Yep, 10-4 on that, Baldwin. Yep, they go all the way back to Denver, that's for sure. Yep, 77, 78 based in Denver. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Jake Johnson. Yeah, it's nice. I'll be in my own bed here in a little while. Tennessee Trucker, the number is actually, I did the math a year or two ago for somebody, and it's right at 50,000 miles. And that's just doing races. That doesn't include testing, and we don't test, so we're doing 50 grand a year. Yeah, Tennessee Trucker, I'm looking forward to Talladega. If you can't participate, at least you can look, you know. Jake Johnson. Aaron, let's see, it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, it'll be Wednesday night or Thursday morning when we leave, Jake Johnson. So we got about 3 days. 10-4 on that, Aaron. There's going to be a lot of guys out ahead of us. There usually is. Brendan the Gent. I'm wondering who Brendan's, who the great man is. 10-4, Tennessee Trucker. Oh, okay, you're talking about Tiger Tom. Yeah, Tiger Tom is awesome. Tennessee Trucker, I'm not sure if Pete is related to Tiger. Brent Fletcher, we're probably, once we get the tanks filled and a bag full of burgers, we're still about a half hour from the shop. Baldwin Hart. Okay, alright, Baldwin says that Tiger is Pete's uncle. 10-4. Rex White is another great guy to meet. You know, Brendan, if Rex White is still alive, it's very possible that might have been the gentleman that was sitting there with Tiger. I do not know, though. Alright, guys, sorry about that. The damn battery died. This damn live streaming chews up a damn battery now. Had 100% when I left the shop, and I disconnected the charger in the hopes that it would improve the signal. Alright, so let's see here. Wow, y'all made a whole bunch. Wow. That was quick. Alright, there we go. Rex White. Aaron Summers, Jake Johnson, Brent. Alright, 10-4 on that, Jake. Thanks for telling everybody. Rob Gibson. Baldwin Hart, yeah, we do have the air dump axles, but the tractor doesn't have them, so doesn't have the controls. Alright, Baldwin, 10-4 on that. I haven't looked at the map lately. I know it's off of Highway 52. Alright, Tennessee, I mean, it may be 52 and 3 intersect there. Kevin Johnson. Alright, it's Dale Earnhardt Boulevard in Kannapolis. I know that for sure. Tennessee Trucker. Tennessee Trucker, yeah, we do have controls to pick up the axles, dump the bags, yeah. Baldwin Hart, Kevin Kozak, Arby's, well, it's McDonald's here. Aaron Summers, what road will you be taking? Aaron Summers will be taking 70. Tennessee Trucker, it's not hard to install. If you own the truck, have it installed. If you don't own the truck, bitch about it until somebody does install it. $10-4 Baldwin Hart. Yeah, those guys fly sometimes. Brendan Hart, yeah, I mean Brendan the Gent, yeah, Melson. That's where I'm thinking about going. Devin Summers. Devin, yes, Curtis was at the track. Tennessee Trucker. Aaron Summers, yes. Yeah, okay, 10-4 on that. Jim Burnett, head cap and run. James, you be safe out there. It was a good race today. All right, thank you, Jim Burnett, Bennett. Thank you. 285. Yeah, okay, Jake Johnson. Jake, because of traffic outside, primarily, and it's hard when we're all bunched up in the garage. It takes longer to. It's hard to get out. Hey Robert, yeah, it was red, but I got 80,000 pounds behind me and I didn't feel like knocking it around. Tennessee Trucker, 10-4. Hello, Ryan Thompson. Ryan, well, according to my deal here, we're, 2 hours? Well, that could be wrong. I don't know why it would be, though. Tennessee Trucker, well, Tennessee says an hour. Yeah, I had a battery failure, so the clock may be screwed up. I don't know. Jim Bennett, Charlotte is very close to where we all live. Alright, my house is only 8 miles from the racetrack, and Curtis only lives about 40 or 50 miles south. So everybody goes home and sleeps in their own beds in Charlotte. Alright, Alright, 10-4, Jim, go to work. We all got to work. Been working the whole weekend, Brandon. I got tomorrow off, though, and we're going to do a repair on the old blue truck. Brandon, You're generally going to get at least one season out of a truck. All right, depending on if you lease it, if you own it, you'll drive that thing until the wheels fall off. All right, Dwight Davis. Yes, I'm ready to go home. All right, Robert. I tell you what, if I'll try to remember to do that. If you don't hear from me, call me, Brendan the Gent. All right, 10-4, Brendan. Rex is still around. Jake Johnson. Yeah, my phone died. All right, Devin. All right, 10-4 on that, Devin. Yeah, Holly, we were offline. We're back. Back on. Larson 42, buddy, we don't go through Oklahoma that much, sir. We used to run through Oklahoma pretty regular, but not here lately. Brent Fletcher, what's up? We're doing. How you doing, Brent? All right, Larson 42. Y'all are talking football there. I have no idea. Baldwin Hart. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Baldwin. It happens to all of us. Devin, I've said 3 or 4 times after lunch, 3 o'clock will probably be your best time to try and shoot for. All right, Robert. I see. I know. All right, guys, I'm caught up. I'm going to get out and fuel the truck up. Then I'm going to go inside and get my receipt and the burger. And we will be back shortly. So we put 27 gallons in the tractor and 33 gallons in the generator. And then something like 12 gallons of DEF. So now we're all tanked up. Alright, let's see what y'all got to say here. Just real quick. My brother says the boat's back in the water Friday. Y'all talking football. Alright, Jim, I appreciate it. Thank you. Brother's talking about Biketoberfest. Tennessee Truckers Bike Week in Daytona's fun, yes. Brother says the Ford is doing well. Fuel system work, 10-4. Alright, Tennessee Trucker, my brother's been all through that damn fuel system. I'm looking forward to having no issues there. Baldwin Hart, it's got a red Cummins. I do not know if it's an X15. Pac Fan Gaming. Oh yeah, 10-4 Pac Fan. We seem to do pretty good on the super speedways. Alright, there's my brother. Alright, we're gonna step inside, get a receipt, get a couple of burgers, and then we'll be back on the road. Alrighty, so it would appear that it are starting to rain. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and head out. We should be there probably about 20 minutes, give or take. And we'll get this thing parked. And then we'll eat our burgers and such. And while we're doing that, we'll interact a little bit more. Where's the headlights? There they are. Seatbelt on. Armrest down. See if we can get out of here unscathed. Big old double quarter pounder. Get some french fries and a large sweet tea. South on 85, we're going to run down back to that BP gas station I pointed out. And that's Highway 152. Highway 152 runs right up the gut of Mooresville. Get off at 152. I'm not sure of the name of the road. I've been on it so many damn times I never bothered looking at the name of the road. I think it's Patterson Farm, but don't hold me to it. And if any of y'all are fans of Roadkill, which is a product of the Motor Trend Network or Motor Trend channel or whatever. It's called Roadkill. Two guys that work on Hot Rod Magazine do like a monthly deal there. The latest one involves an El Camino they rescued out of a guy's barn in North Carolina. And eventually during the video they end up at Mooresville Dragway. I'll be able to point that out right there on the way here. The exit's going to get us off on this is actually Highway 29, Well, obviously, it's the road we just took to get to the 85. We get up on 29 for just a little piece, and then get on Highway 152. And Highway 152 is just a meandering little country road through the countryside, and in the daylight, it's a pretty drive. You know, farmland and trees and all that kind of yah-yah. Alright, so here we go, getting off on this exit. And then if we continue to the left, it's just miles and miles and miles and miles of construction. And that's one of the reasons I didn't take that road to get up here, is I don't like a bunch of damn orange barrels like we got right here. It really pisses me off when they start laughing at me, so if I can do something about not having them around is always a good thing. And it's starting to rain. This traffic light, we're going to go ahead and make a right-hand turn, and it's actually an over-the-shoulder turn. It's instead of being a 90-degree turn, it's more like about 110, 120 degrees. If you notice the cars approaching from the right or leaving to the right, they're not quite 90, they're a little bit past 90 degrees here. Alright, so we are might be the little town of Landis. I'm really not familiar with where the city limits are, but it's out here, and then we'll be back out in the woods. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. A whole bunch of brand new damn road construction. They didn't do nothing with the rails on that. Alright. And for what it matters, the riders for me, if we turn right here and go about 3 miles, and actually it's just off a Peeler back up there where the Loves is, except it's like a mile separates them. might be a little breezy out. I haven't decided that yet. Just had a leaf land in front of me, flying through the air at a 45-degree angle. And this is Highway 152. And this little traffic light up here is actually, there's a, I'm going to say it's a state road, county road 153 intersects off to our left. This is another one that's kind of screwy. It's not 90 degrees. Yeah, see 153 right there. There's a traffic light around this bend right here. We got to keep our be on our toes. It's all green at the moment. Got hamburger grease all over it. Y'all noticed that at the beginning of the video there was a concession stand right in front of us. That's why the damn windshield's so streaky when people go by us with the damn lights. They've been cooking hamburgers all over my damn truck. This is probably the front. I was looking at the radar before the race, and there was a big pile of water off to our west. I expect this is it. And if it's still as big as it was, it's probably going to rain all night, most of tomorrow, which means I'll probably be working in the rain on the truck. we're within 1.5 miles, 2 miles of our next turn. Be almost on top of the shop then. It's gonna be an old gas station on the left. It's kind of my landmark to start watching for the intersection, because if you ain't careful, you can drive right by it. Alright, here's that old gas station. Actually, it looks like it might have been an old, like a Stuckey's or something. Some kind of it's a little bit bigger than a gas station, but it's got an awning where they had pumps and such. Alright, and that sign right there is a sign for the drag strip, that lighted up sign right there. That's where we're going to turn. Steve Eaton, yeah, I got some sweet tea. I got the number 4 with a sweet tea. And a couple of burritos too. I'm hungry. I ain't ate nothing today. Except for a couple of bananas. We're getting ready to turn left, and I was telling you about Roadkill being at Mooresville Dragway. I missed him. I don't do a lot of social media. You know, I don't have Twitter. I don't have Facebook. I'm sure they announce things like this. But anyway, when we make this turn, we're only 100 yards from the start line of the drag strip. Okay, the starting line of the drag strip is straight off the nose of the truck right now. That street light to the right is actually the entrance to the drag strip. But here we are going into this business park right here, and it's locally known as the Drag Strip Park. But that sign calls it the Mooresville Motorsports Center. Alright. So now we're like 3/8 of a mile from the shop, if that. And most all of these buildings house automotive businesses in one form or another. There's a couple of race teams to the left. Okay, they're not NASCAR race teams, they're ARCA and hobby type racing. And then this place right here on the left does full-blown restorations, automotive restorations and hot rods. And then here's Breaker Racing right here. He owns stuff on both sides of the road right here. Jennifer Jo Cobb has got her truck team on the other side of the park. Brad Keselowski's truck team used to live that building we just passed on the left. We are coming up on the right there. You can see the wrecked trailer. That's the wrecked trailer right there passing on the right. We got to back in there. So what I usually do is I just drive across the street to the neighbor's driveway here. And get her lined up a little bit. And these guys do late model stuff. Alright, now we're going to turn the headlights off so I can see a little better. Turn the four-ways on. Hold both windows down. In the rain, yes, in the rain. Try not to hit my personal car back there. This is going to take a couple of bites because all of my visual reference is gone because of the rain. There's a crack on the concrete that I usually try to get parallel with. Not a crack, but a seam. I can see the doors. I can see the door I'm trying to line up with, at least. Nope. Yep. Got her folded up a little too much there. Yeah, we're way too far to the right. Try it not like this. Here's a ditch right here on our left that we got to try not to fall into. There, that's a little better. Where's my seam? Can I see my seam at all? I don't see my seam. Can't see my seam at all. Damn it. Yeah, all I see is damn shiny, wet. Damn. Come on. Oh, there it is. Alright, I can see the seam now. Let's see if we can get this. That, the damn light on the side of the building is burned out. That light, I need to fix that light. Nobody else is going to fix it. I'm going to have to fix it. God damn it. Pardon my French. Oh, we're close. Okay, we're close. I think we're close. Yeah. Alright. Call that it. Alright. Alright, let's run through this real quick and then I'll get to my burger. Just for a minute. Let's see. Nope, no pickles, whoever that was. No extra pickles. Let's see. Excuse me, hold on. Get to the top here. Wow, y'all been talking. Holy crap. Alright, Digger 310. We're back at the barn safe. Thank you. Alright, y'all were talking about some kind of UFC stuff I'm not familiar with. Alright, we answered, it's a Cummins, I don't know what kind. Alright, Robert was telling you about my videos of the old Ford. Let's see, Pac-Van Gaming, big race next week with Talladega. Hope you guys, yeah, 10-4 on that. Brother telling them about playlist. Brendan Drescher, what's your favorite rig you ever drove for a race team? Brendan, the first truck I ever drove as a professional truck driver was the first truck I ever drove for a race team. And it was a 1,000,000-mile Peterbilt conventional. And the reason I loved it so much was because it had a mechanical Caterpillar, an inline 6 mechanical Caterpillar that was turned up. And that truck would go straight up Fancy Gap in the left-hand lane in high gear. And I loved that truck. You put the spurs to that truck and it just went. Aaron Summers, what kind of burger? We got a double quarter pounder with cheese, no pickles, thank you. Pac-Van Gaming. $10-4 on that, Pac-Van Gaming. If we make it to Victory Circle there. We usually do good at the super speedways if we don't tear it up. Double quarter pounder Tennessee trucker. Jim Bennett, not a Big Mac. Jake Johnson. Yeah, the big one could happen. We've managed to avoid them that I can recall. Let's see. Steve Eaton, 10-4 on that. Well, that gray one that I had a couple of years ago was pretty awesome too. But that 1,000,000-mile Pete, and I quite literally, it had 900, and when I got out of it, it had 995,000 miles on it. A sponsor provided it, and after I drove it the first time, I just stopped. I didn't know no better to complain, and it really didn't have any reason. All right, Aaron Summers. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Aaron. We're gonna try. Get a good finish. Tennessee trucker. Yeah. Aaron Summers. Yeah, gotta avoid the big one, Aaron. Jake Johnson, post race burger and fries. Yes, sir. Aaron Summers, double quarter pounder. 10-4 on that. Number 4. Jim Bennett. Big Mac. Ron likes the Big Mac. No, I do the Big Mac occasionally, but mostly the double quarter pounders. Films 510. Yeah, let's pray Mac can do what he's been doing on the super speedways and get a top 10 finish again. Yeah, 10-4 on that. Aaron Summers. No, just a double quarter pounder. Tennessee trucker. You know what? Tennessee trucker, McMurray and McDonald's. Yeah, I think that's something made in heaven there. All right, Aaron Summers, could be Rob Utter. Had a McDouble myself this weekend. 10-4. Aaron. Yeah, the McFlurry's pretty good, but I try to stay away from them. You know, I got to maintain this girlish figure. All right, Tennessee trucker. McDonald's is here to stay. Been eating, yeah, 10-4 on that. 40 years. Jim Bennett. Yep, McDonald's. Rob Utter. Yep, Body by Hamburglar. Very good. Tennessee trucker. Yeah, getting harder to find a real restaurant. You know, Tennessee. Flying J screwed up with, you know, they had that buffet competing with Petro. And when Denny's walked in, I knew the devil was all up in that stuff. Stephen Eaton, Big Mac, 10-4, Aaron Summers, renovated one near my town. I live in Seneca, Missouri, and the one we have 20 minutes away. All right, 10-4 on that. You got to go that far from McDonald's. I'm sorry to hear that, Aaron. Stephen Eaton, now I'm hungry. I am too. I got to get to the bottom of this list before I can eat. Tennessee Trucker. Oh, y'all are terrible. Go get one with shot. Yeah, Aaron, we're all praying for you. Aaron's in the hospital. We all need to pray for Aaron. And push the button, Aaron. Maybe they'll bring you some banana pudding or something. Jim Bennett, he going right now. All right, 10-4 on that, Jim. Jim's eating a burger. Tennessee Trucker, yeah, Aaron. Steve Eaton, our prayers are with Aaron. 10-4. Devin McFlurry, what is it? Ice cream and cookies, and you can get all sorts of stuff in a McFlurry. Gage Man, shouldn't you be at the shop now? Gage Man, we're at the shop now. Aaron Summers, I will be out on Thursday. 10-4, very good. Tennessee Trucker, good to hear. Devin, the race got over in time. My brother McFlurry is like a DQ Blizzard. 10-4 on that. Tennessee Trucker, double quarter. You called it, Aaron. All right, we're getting close to the end, I hope. Just for a minute. Jim Bennett, darn it. Tennessee, yep, 10-4. Aaron, after picks me up and get discharged from the hospital, we are going over to the track to see Ron and Curtis while they wait to pull into the track. 10-4 on that, Devin. All right. Uh-oh, we got lightning. I just saw a flash. Tennessee Trucker, always wanted to see a race at Kansas. Tennessee, Kansas is a nice racetrack. If you get a chance, you need to go. Kansas City's interesting town too. I just like the topography of it, the way it's laid out, and the terrain and all that. All right, Trackster Tipper Gaming. Do you know exactly what happened to Kyle Busch today? I was not able to watch the race. Kyle Busch had issues the entire race. And I think he was burning up right front tires is the best way I can describe it. He was burning up right front tires. Aaron Summers, I have been going since 2013. I only missed one race, and that was the one because you were in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, Trucker, you're correct on the burger. He's also fight to the death. Yep, that's right. LeSueur peas and live cereal. I had a bowl of live cereal this morning. All right, and there's Mom. Hello, Aaron. Everybody says hello to Mom. All right. Yep, 10-4 on the live. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, oh yeah, I love live cereal. I like it when it gets soggy. That's when it's best, is when it's soggy. Films 510, Tracks Kyle was in a backup car to start the race and hit the wall twice, I believe. And then when he got out of the car, he was so hot that he almost passed out. It was hot today. It was hot and humid today, guys. It was a solid 100% humidity and damn near 90 degrees, I think. All right. And Mom shows up and my brother bails. Oh, gotta love both of them. All right, Devin, no, he was in the primary. They never went to the backup. I'm sorry, I can't confirm either one of those, Rob. Yeah, you did, Robert. All right, Tennessee Trucker, Trackster Tipper Gaming 18 hit the wall in stage 2, bent his exhaust, and it leaked into his car. Oh God, I certainly hope he didn't get. Dude, an exhaust leak can mess you up for a lot longer than just the instant that it happens. Alright, I know a couple of drivers that have succumbed to carbon monoxide poisoning, and I don't mean they died of it, just that it accumulates over time, and eventually if you get to a certain level, you can't be around it anymore. Tennessee trucker, yeah, he was able to walk to the ambulance after catching his breath. 10-4. Alright, Robert's joking. 10-4. Tennessee trucker, Jim Bennett, yeah, he hit the wall and spilled his M&Ms all over. That's a good one. He was mad and about passed out. I fed him some M&Ms and he was okay. Jim, you got a sense of humor there. Alright, Gauge Man. Alright, let's see. Robert says green M&Ms are the ones. Yeah, 10-4. Green are the best. Jim Bennett's in Lakeland, Florida. Very good. Aaron, after he hit the wall, moved the crush panels, and that is why the fumes are getting into the car. Alright, 10-4 on that, Aaron. Yeah, no crush panels sucks. Alright, so Jim Bennett's going to Homestead. 10-4. Alright, Mom says I love you too. Yep. There's Robert smiling. Okay. Ouch. Yep. Aaron. Yep. Jake. Alright, y'all are talking about Homestead and Fontana. And from what I understand, Homestead is perfectly fine as far as the racetrack goes. The issue is the media snafu. See, what it is all of the hotels are full of homeless people right now. Okay, and because their houses have been destroyed. And from what I understand, NASCAR has been considering moving the Homestead deal simply so that we're not overtaxing what little infrastructure is still down there. Okay, Jake Johnson said that a week or two ago, but again, that is if they decide Homestead is a no-go. Yeah, 10-4. Nick Thomas, hello. Jake Johnson, Homestead is still a go. Okay, 10-4 on that. Gauge Man, why not Daytona? Gauge Man, that's a lot of, there's a lot of speculation and stuff going on right now. Everybody's, geared up for Homestead. And to come up with another super speedway car before the end of the season might be hard. A lot of people might be hard pressed. Andrew Rec 24, hello. Yeah, Daytona makes more sense as far as yeah, but at the same time you got to be thinking about the equipment that we've got on hand here. Tennessee trucker, let's see, Andrew Rec. Yeah, we're trying to have safe. Stephen Eaton, extra pickles. No, sir, no pickles. Gauge Man, because Daytona and Homestead are both in Florida. Yeah, 10-4. Jim Bennett. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this list so I can heat as well. Tennessee trucker, they should have a finale at Daytona well, they've already got the February Daytona. And July. And I think that's enough for Daytona myself. Jake Johnson, Gage, Homestead, used for Irma, and they weren't sure if Homestead was going to be available. All right, no more lightning. My brother says would be perfect to run his next. Yeah, 10-4. Well, that's another thing. The Speedway may have something else scheduled already. Mom plays it. Yeah, that too, Mom. Tennessee Trucker agrees. Steven, I got 1 double quarter pounder and a couple of burritos. Jim Bennett. And we actually got a sweet tea instead of a Coke. Yeah, Tennessee Trucker, yeah. Stuckey's and Howard Johnson's. You remember Howard Johnson's used to be everywhere too. Stephen Eaton, yeah, I got a sweet tea. Aaron Summers, you going to unload the car tonight or tomorrow sometime? Aaron, I'm not unloading the car. I'm going home. The rest of the shop crew will unload it tomorrow. Mom says VW had a big rally at that drag strip this weekend. Oh, okay, 10-4 on that. Jim Bennett. Alright, we are at the shop now, Jim. Tennessee Trucker just agreed with what I said. Stephen Eaton, Aaron Summers, Tennessee Trucker. I think Mom and Roe are still here. Tennessee Truckers. There's my brother. Had a pork roast with baked potato early. That's very good. I guess that's out of context with Mom. I'm not sure about the nephew thing. Tennessee Trucker Motorsports, yes. Aaron Summers, yeah, the 21 team is actually out our back door. There's a ditch and a couple of fences, and on the other side of all that is the 21. Technically, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a mailing address. It was the Southeast Georgia Volkswagen dealerships that sponsored it. Mom, are we talking about this drag strip up here in Mooresville? Why would Southeast Georgia Volkswagen dealerships be in Mooresville? I mean, I'm not denying it, but I'm just wondering why. Steve Eaton, all right. Tennessee Trucker. 21 shop hasn't been in Virginia in a long time. They used to be over in Harrisburg, North Carolina. My brother Ditch. Not sure. Tennessee Trucker, the dark. Y'all need some lights back there. Yeah. Digger 310 retracted. Mom. Yeah, I did a ditch too, Mom. Alright. Yeah. Chinese Solar LED. Yeah. Steve Eaton. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Does Gage Man, that's possible. I do not know specifically, but I'm not going to deny it. I expect that John West Townley's got a shop somewhere. Brandon the Jet, yeah, 10-4. My brother. Alright, so that must be football. Yeah, 10-4, Brandon. That truck was actually, I think, on his 4th M frame. I could be mistaken. I think that was the number. Brandon B. Yes, I'm looking forward to sleeping in my bed. Baldwin Hart, Veteran TA's Country Pride have gone downhill. Yeah, 10-4 on that, but the Petro's still got a good breakfast. I like doing breakfast at Petro. Alright, Gage Man. What is NASCAR going to do with Brad Keselowski's racing shop? Gage Man, NASCAR has nothing to do with Brad Keselowski's racing shop. Okay? How can I put it? everything, like right now, this vehicle and all this equipment has absolutely nothing to do with NASCAR. Okay? At this moment. When we get to the track, and a race car is not even a NASCAR race car until it passes inspection. Okay? NASCAR is simply a sanctioning body. They do not own any of the teams or any of the equipment that the teams use. Okay? They are like the NFL to the football teams. Okay? They're the sanctioning body, but they don't own anything except for all the damn crap that the hoops that we have to jump through. Alright, Steve Eaton, hello to Mom. Alright, Brent Fletcher. Brent, I like to drive a truck that's got round wheels and will go about 80 miles an hour. I really don't care who makes the damn truck as long as it does what I ask it. William Pressure, hello. Mom, hello. Brent Fletcher. Brent, what is my favorite truck to drive? And I think I answered that with that Million Mile Pete. Well, I mean, okay, let me think about this. Since that Million Mile Pete, I have had a conventional Peterbilt that was on steroids, and that would, if I could get back in that one, that would be nice, but they sold that one off. All right, Baldwin Hart, isn't Squirrel the 88 hauler driver's name? Baldwin Hart, Squirrel has left the building. Squirrel now drives for Harris Teeter, which is a local grocery store. Okay, and a lot of the guys in the garage are doing that. I've got a friend that drives for Dillard's now. I've got several friends that have left to go drive for Walmart simply because they like, and it's real appealing to me too, because you all might think that sleeping in your own bed every night is overrated, but I'm here to tell you it's not. Okay, be able to sleep in your own bed every night is an absolute blessing, and this road life can just really wear on you. All right, guys, I'm getting hungry. My food's getting cold. I'm going to stop for a couple of minutes here. Give me a damn, yeah. French fries are cold, but they still taste good. That's right. I'm going to start off with a burrito. Devin, while I'm thinking about it, apparently the NBC display car, you know, the car that they drive around the racetrack, they had a scheduling snafu, and Ward Burton was driving around the track, and the track had not been properly configured. And apparently somebody left a set of stairs out on the against the wall, and he hit them and damaged that car that NBC usually drives around. If any of y'all can confirm that for me, because it was just a rumor and nobody was able to find any pictures or anything. They have Ward Button driving it, is what I heard. And they had a set of stairs out there that he didn't see, and he apparently damn near destroyed the car. Ethan Fowler, yes, we're here. Brent Fletcher, I'm real comfortable where I'm at right now. I totally enjoy working here. And as far as favorites go, I'd say this one's my favorite right now. Has been for a while. Ethan Fowler, they moved. Okay, in reference to Brad Keselowski's shop. It was getting too small and they moved up to Statesville, North Carolina, to a bigger shop. All right, Jim Bennett, you have a good evening. Tennessee trucker party too hard. 10-4 on that, Tennessee. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Andy drives the 88 there. Twigs, that's what they call them. The 10-4, I'm right behind turn 3 there. Well, y'all were right there because y'all can see where we stage. You must have been pretty out of it. Brent Fletcher, hello. William Pressure, how far are you from the track? At this moment right now, the odometer is probably reading about 35 miles. Devin. Alright, so Eric Jones was driving and it did happen. Devin, give me some kind of clue where I can find that video, and please don't tell me Facebook. Aaron Summers, alright, says it happened. Baldwin Hart. Alright, if y'all can come up with an accurate title for me, would be awesome. We'll look it up on YouTube. Air Force pilot. Air Force pilot, are you in fact an Air Force pilot? I was a 605 air cargo specialist back in the day. Films 510. Alright. All I've managed to eat is a burrito. Let me get back to eating for a minute. Here goes the damn quarter pounder. Times 2. Here, hold on. Here. There we go. It's not raining too bad. It just looks like a drizzle out there. Damn it, I'm sorry, Aaron. Don't watch. I forgot about you in the hospital with no food. Yeah, Bristol ought to be in the playoffs. You got a valid point there. Bristol or Martinsville. I have met Robert Yates. No real good stories though. It was and it was a short meeting. It was more like bumping into him in the hall. At one point I was, where in the hell, when was that? Damn it, it's been a very, very long time ago. Oh, you know what it was? They had gotten, this was back when I was in the ARCA series. And Robert got a brand new tractor. And his hauler driver went to pick it up. And on the way from the dealership to the race shop, he got stopped by the police for doing 128 miles an hour in a tractor. And anyway, Robert Yates ended up driving the rig to the track himself. And at some point, I think it's been so damn long, I was so damn tired. I think we ended up at the fuel pumps together. Excuse me. This would have been back in like 01 or 02 maybe. I'm working on the cheeseburger. I'm still working on it. Brent Fletcher likes Western Star trucks. 10-4 on that, buddy. Tennessee trucker drives a 1660. Alright, Brent says, oh, okay. 10-4 on that. When he gets to CDL, he's going to get him a Western Star. Alright, Baldwin Hart. Alright, Eric Jones hits stairs. Awesome, Baldwin. Thank you, Mom. Alright, that too, probably. It's been quite a while ago. Yeah, Tennessee Trucker. That Million Mile Pete that I was talking about before, that one had every bit of 127 miles an hour. That was way back in the day when you could still get away with that every once in a while. I had a Volvo that I drove for AJ Foyt that would do about 115. And I had to do that for about 2 hours one time headed to Daytona. Simply because we had some major issues. Just screaming through South Carolina and Georgia. The team was in a Chevy van that had some work done to it, and they couldn't pass me. They could get right on my back bumper, and as soon as they tried to step out, the damn van would slow down. So essentially, they were drafting me. Brandon, it takes about an hour and a half to unload to do what all I gotta do. Short up the race car. The guys do that in the morning. Mom wants to crawl on top of a truck again. Alright, Tennessee Trucker. Yeah, it was, what is DPF? I haven't heard that one yet. Brendan, it was actually a lease provided by a sponsor that Peter built, and the lease ran out and the sponsor didn't want to re-up it. Baldwin Hart. Yeah, well, Baldwin 10-4 on that. This one will only do 80, and it's fast enough for me. Now, Curtis has issues with that, but Curtis has also got an outstanding warrant in Texas, so we just won't talk about that no more. Tennessee Trucker. Yeah, 10-4 on the Georgia DOT. I'm well aware of that. So this chick walks into a bar with a gallon of booze for him. Oh, Robert, stop. Don't even go there. Don't get me started. Oh, diesel particulate. Oh, yeah, 10-4 on that. Alright. I'm not sure if this has got a DPF or not. Brent. Alright, well, 10-4, Brent. I'm sure if you go online, you can find him. Alright. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Tennessee. And stand to reason, if you can't get them hot enough, they're just going to clog up. All right. And the rain is picking up. All right, guys, listen. I'm gonna call it an evening for this. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Mom, I'm back to the shop safe, and I will be at the house in about 15 minutes after I turn this thing off. All right, so don't worry. And then let's see. Route 48. Hello. Oh, Tennessee Trucker wants to get rid of them filters and break them. Baldwin Hart. Baldwin Hart, we've been here about 4 or 5 years now that I can recall. Digger 310. Thank you. You have a good evening as well. Holly Lawn, you have a good evening. Devin. And Devin, you get to the track, we'll see what we can do for you, all right? I can't guarantee much, but we'll definitely get you something. Tennessee Trucker, good night. Brandon Drescher, good night. Mom, good night. All right, 10-4 on that, Aaron. Wednesday, or now I'm talking Thursday, I think there, Aaron. If I'm not mistaken, we parked Friday morning. It's going to be Thursday night. Digger 310, thank you again. Brent Fletcher, Back Van Gaming, Devin Summers, Robert, give me about 45 minutes and then call me. All right, Jake Johnson, y'all have a good evening. Thank you much for hanging out, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.